If you're someone who rolls your eyes at forced positivity or those "just think happy thoughts" slogans, but deep down you wish you could feel a little lighter, a little more hopeful, you're not alone. The good news is, you don't have to fake it till you make it. There's real science behind why some people seem to bounce back from setbacks with a smile, while others get stuck in a loop of worry or negativity. And it's not just about attitude, it's about how your brain is actually wired. In fact, neuroscience has been digging deep into the mysteries of optimism, and what they've found is pretty mind-blowing. Imagine a team of scientists surrounded by high-tech equipment, peering into the very core of what makes us hopeful or hesitant. They've discovered that optimists aren't just people who look on the bright side. Their brains are physically different in the way they process the world. Here's where it gets really fascinating. Researchers invited both self-identified optimists and pessimists into their labs, hooked them up to MRI machines, and watched what happened inside their brains as they experienced different scenarios. Some positive, some challenging, some totally unexpected. And guess what? The scans revealed that when optimists encounter good news, or even just imagine a positive outcome, their brains literally light up in unique patterns. Certain regions, especially those linked to reward and motivation, become more active, almost like a fireworks show going off inside their heads. When something good happens, the brainwaves of optimists start to sync up in a way that's almost musical. Imagine the energy at a live concert, where everyone's moving to the same beat, feeling the same joy. That's what's happening inside the optimistic brain. Neurons firing together, amplifying positive feelings and reinforcing a sense of hope. It's like a group of friends all dancing in perfect harmony, feeding off each other's energy. But for pessimists, the story is different. Their neurons are more like that one guy at the party who stands in the corner, arms crossed, refusing to join in. Their brains don't sync up in the same way, making it harder to fully experience or sustain those good vibes. Scientists have even pinpointed the neural pathways involved. In optimists, the connections between the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, are stronger and more flexible. This means they can regulate their emotions more effectively, shifting gears from stress to calm or from disappointment to determination much faster than pessimists. But it gets cooler. The prefrontal cortex, often called the brain's problem-solving HQ, is especially active in optimists. This area helps us plan, make decisions, and find creative solutions. So when life throws a curveball, optimists' brains are already primed to look for ways forward, rather than getting stuck on what went wrong. This isn't just about being born with a sunny disposition. Optimists are actually better at bouncing back from setbacks because their brains are wired to recover and adapt. When they face failure, they're more likely to see it as a temporary challenge, not a permanent defeat. Their brains help them reframe the situation, learn from it, and move on. So when challenges pop up, and let's face it, they always do, optimists see opportunities for growth, while pessimists are more likely to see only obstacles and roadblocks. This difference in perspective isn't just a matter of willpower, it's a reflection of how their brains process information and regulate emotions. But here's the twist that might surprise you. These brain patterns aren't set in stone. Thanks to the incredible power of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, you can actually train your brain to think more optimistically, no matter where you're starting from. Ready for some good news? You don't have to be born an optimist to start thinking like one. Science shows that simple daily practices can help shift your mindset and even change the way your brain responds to life's ups and downs. Take gratitude journaling, for example. By writing down just a few things you're thankful for each day, you're training your brain to notice and focus on the positive. Over time, this practice strengthens the neural pathways associated with optimism and resilience. Mindfulness is another powerful tool. When you practice being present, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your surroundings, you're helping your brain become more flexible and less reactive to stress. Studies show that regular mindfulness can actually increase gray matter in areas linked to emotional regulation and self-awareness. Visualization is another science-backed strategy. When you imagine yourself succeeding or overcoming a challenge, your brain activates many of the same regions as if you were actually experiencing it. This mental rehearsal helps build confidence and prepares your brain to respond more optimistically in real life. All these practices, gratitude, mindfulness, visualization, work together to help your brainwaves start dancing to a happier, more hopeful tune. It's like teaching your neurons new choreography, so they're ready to groove when good things happen and stay resilient when things get tough. And here's why this matters so much. Optimists don't just feel better emotionally. Research shows they're physically healthier too. They have lower levels of stress hormones, stronger immune systems, and even a lower risk of chronic diseases. Optimism is linked to better heart health, longer life expectancy, and more satisfying relationships. Optimists also tend to build stronger social connections. They're more likely to reach out for support, share a laugh, and create meaningful bonds with others. This sense of connection is a powerful buffer against stress and loneliness, making life feel richer and more fulfilling. So maybe the secret to happiness really is all in your head, but it's also in your habits, your choices, and your willingness to try something new. Whether you're a natural optimist or a lifelong skeptic, your brain has the power to change and grow. Want more brainy science in bite-sized videos? Hit subscribe and let's upgrade our mindsets together. Remember, every small step you take rewires your brain for a brighter, more optimistic future.